Were you aware, sir, that she was drinking these Jaeger bombs?
Yes.
Were you serving the Jaeger bombs?
Yes, I was.
Were you charging her for the Jaeger bombs, or were you giving them for free?
Charging.
Right. Understood. Were you with friends?
Yes.
At some point, you went from being a 1 which was sober to roughly how much out of 10 being drunk? 10 being the most drunk?
Probably 10.
And it got to the stage where you blacked out, right?
Yes.
And consequently, you don't remember terribly much of what happened.
No.
Safe to say that the display was pretty frightening and no doubt, well, I'll ask you, would you agree, may have informed what physically happened to you?
Definitely, along with the alcohol, but yes, it was rather scary.
It was rather scary, to say the least. The next day, you ended up at home safely as a result of being looked after and cared for by your friends. And you woke up, ended up back at the pub at some point, only to discover that you had in fact caused some damage, correct?
Yes.
Now I turn to Lance. What damage had she caused and how?
She vomited all over the prop that was in the bed.
The prop in the bed?
Yes.
What prop are we talking about, please, sir?
It was the pictures you were just looking at from the envelope.
Do we have that prop here?
Yes, we do.
Sir, I'm satisfied that, bearing in mind it looks like a fantasy character, that people can see its head. Does it have a name?
Yes.
Peter, would you mind taking it out of court?
Am I allowed to say it in court?
Well, unless it's Judge Rinder, yes. Lance, you claim that there is what's described as a very serious health warning before people come into this display.
Yes.
Now, I haven't seen that, but I have to say I would be concerned if it was not there.
We put it up after the first year.
Understood. Now, happily, that may not be the complaint here. She vomited on, let's call it the figure. Your complaint, amongst other things, and you might be able to sue for more, is that it cost a great deal to put right. What was the cost of putting it right, and what did you need to do?
We tried cleaning it ourselves to no avail.
How did you do that? What did you use?
We tried to wash the clothes in washing powder by hand, and we didn't get the smell out.
Consequently, what did you have to do?
We had to send it to a professional cleaning service.
Just pause for a second. You mean to tell me that there is a professional cleaning service in Darwin that you telephoned? Seriously?
Yes, Judge.
Hello? You be the cleaning service. Is that all right? Hello?
Hello.
Hello there. I have a zombie which I desperately need cleaning as a result of somebody vomiting on it. My thoughts exactly, Michelle. Did you know the person who agreed to clean it?
He had completed work for us before, just in a normal setting.
How much did it cost to clean?
£70 for cleaning it.
Now, you say, although you accept the risk of people sometimes being sick in a pub, sometimes being violent in a pub, sometimes causing damage, you say that Sarah was at such a level that she is responsible for the cleaning of that doll. Why is she responsible, sir?
We put an awful lot of effort into Halloween, spend a lot of money on it and a lot of time on it. And it's not just the cleaning bill of £70. We had to then spend 3 or 4 hours reapplying special effects makeup and making it right. It was only 5 or 6 days before the main event, so we had to then ensure that the 3 days that the prop wasn't there had to be returned for the main event.
Understood. Why do you say you're not responsible, madam?
Because you're putting it out there for people to be around in a drunken state, and you're serving the alcohol that is inevitably going to make somebody ill at the end of the night.
If you had been sick in the back of a taxi, for example, would you expect to pay for the cleaning of the taxi?
Well, yes, because the taxi driver hadn't been serving me alcohol all night.
I presume this Halloween's not going to be as fun for you, right?
Well, it'll be, I'm impending my, my future child, obviously, so I'll be a bit excited, but it won't be involving knocking back Jaeger bombs, that's for sure.
It seems to me, on balance, I have to say, sir, that in this instance, she is right. And consequently, it was a matter for you to ensure, bearing in mind you wouldn't have sued her if she was sick in the toilet, that there came a time where a responsible party stopped serving her. In the circumstances, by the narrowest of margins, I dismiss your case. I want to be clear, though, madam. Had this taken place in any other setting other than a pub, you would be responsible for the cleaning and any other damage that... Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.